talked about how every week's a championship game, but this week, if you don't get the win against Arizona, it's going to be really hard to get the tiebreakers and the results to get the Pac-12 title game.
Yeah. UVA is a great team, but I think this is one of those weeks where you have to understand that this is a big game for us. It's a huge game. This is South opponent, and for us to be able to get to our end goal, which is the Pac-12 championship, we have to be able to beat U of A.
When you look in that locker room, is there still the same amount of belief that you guys can get there as there was, a few weeks ago, a month ago?
Yeah. We're 6-2 still, and we've won some games, and there have been tight games, but we pulled through on a lot of them. And so the understanding that we still have the opportunity to do what we need to do and to get to where we want to go, which is back to a championship, we still do it.
When Coach Moore gets kind of defensive, kind of fiery, when he's asked questions about how you guys have done, how did the players respond to that?
To be honest, I don't read too much about it, but to us, we still understand that we can get to where we want to go. And Coach Moore, I didn't really read too much about it, so I can't really comment too much on it. But all I know is, as players, we know that we can still get to it. Caleb tweeted something about that.
Caleb did tweet something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Like that you can count on him to tweet about it.
So this four remaining games, how much is there an element here of the leadership on this team that needs to kind of take the team on its back?
Huge. And from the aspect of everything previous we've done, really, it matters, but we have to be able to get these next 4 games under our belt. And for the leadership to step up on this team and say, hey, everything previous, don't worry about it, don't stress on it, don't care about any of that. We have to focus on this game, which is U of A, and the next week we have to focus on Washington, and we have to keep going from there. And for us to be able to finish off this season strong is, going to fall on the leaders helping this team grow.
Now, when do you do that? When do you talk to the team and tell them those kind of things?
Sometimes it's not even just calling a team meeting. Sometimes it's just at our practice, just talking to one another. I think as leaders, it's not always calling up a team meeting because, you may talk to everybody and they'll get the message at that point. But I think it's throughout the process of this week and throughout the process of this last span is when the leaders just have to slowly but surely just keep making sure everybody's on the same page doing what they need to do.
What did you see after looking at film of your own performance against Colorado?
It went well. Obviously there were some throws I missed, but nothing's perfect. And the one thing I criticize myself more than probably anybody else. So nothing's perfect, and I have to understand that. But obviously there's some throws I would like back. But for the most part, we moved the ball as an offense down the field, and we did a good job doing it. And obviously you can fix some mistakes here and there, but if we fix those up, we score a lot more points.
Brett, how do you keep your poise when you're having a frustrating day throwing the ball?
As a quarterback, you have to. You can't. Like I was telling him, nothing's perfect. You can't just go on a shell and sort of just hope it ends. You still have to fight, and that's what we did the second half. We fought, we put points on the board, and when the big plays needed to be made, they were made.
Talk about the last 2 months of the game. What was your mindset going into that against Colorado? The game-winning touchdown, the one that settled it.
Just run it, man. It's just what if I got to do it, I'll do it. And the 2 plays called were great plays. The first one was a read and then turned into a quarterback run, and then the second one, it was supposed to be a stretch play, but the whole game we had been talking like, hey, if they keep biting, sometimes you may just want to pull in a run. The opportunity was there, and I took it.
When you evaluate yourself, was there anything specifically that you needed to work on, or was it just kind of like an off day?
No, yeah, it was basically just missing a couple throws, and I think there was about 3 of them that I missed. But like I said, nothing's perfect, and I wish I could take those throws back because obviously it would have been big plays. But at the same time, you got to understand, I stress about being perfect on this field, but nobody in America can be perfect throughout the season.
Given how important you are to the offense, does it kind of feel like you have to try to be perfect, especially in a game coming up like this? It's so important.
It does, but at the same time, it's only to me that I feel that way just because I want to help my team that much. I try to work so hard during the week to try to be perfect. So when I'm not, sometimes it'll frustrate me, but at the same time, I understand that we still have more to play, and just like that, we have to make the big plays when they're made, and they were made.
I know Coach Morris told us yesterday that he told you average quarterbacks. It's only average quarterbacks that are always at their best, or something like that.
Yeah, it's a great
Cool.
quote.
Yeah, what was that conversation like? Did he just come up to you after the game and?
Actually, he was saying happy birthday to my dad, and then we were just sitting there talking, and he had told me that, and it sort of resonated really well with me. And when you think about it, it's true. So I try to be great, I try to be perfect, but not all the time you're gonna be able to achieve that.
You said the 17 first quarter points, and then kind of a bit of a lull offensively for the next couple quarters. What changed in that kind of time for you guys to slow down?
I guess just being able to move the ball down the field consistently. Third downs is a big one. We have to be able to convert on those and keep moving. We had drives going, but we got to be able to put points on the board on that. We scored 40 points, I guess, and that's cool. But we would like to score consistently throughout the game like that.
When you look at the tape from the last 2 weeks, how much of a difference can you tell in just the pocket that you have, given how well the offensive line has been playing?
Huge. The O-line has been playing amazing. And credits to them, they have done some great things throughout the season. And just looking at the film, when you have that kind of pocket as a quarterback, can't ask for much more. They've been blocking their butts off, doing well in the run game. Paul Perkins is a great running back for us, Chandler High product. It's the O-line is just doing such a great job right now. And credits to them for even us being as we've been able to move the ball as well as we have these past couple weeks. All credits to them.
This Arizona 3-3-5 looks so different from what the rest of the conference runs in terms of the number of looks they can present. What challenges do they present on film?
We just have to be able to study film and make sure we know what they're doing. Obviously, with that 3-3-5, you can present some different looks per se. And with that challenge, you just have to be on the film more, understand the looks you're getting, and be able to block them up or scheme them the right way.